What's up guys, Marco here from EV Exposed. Today we are back again, but with totally a different type of car. This is a luxury MPV from a Chinese manufacturer. The name of the brand is called Voyah, with an H at the end, but this is a sub-brand of a bigger company, which is Dongfeng DFM. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this logo. Basically, we're gonna do the test that we usually do, charging, range and everything, but I wanna show you the car first before we do anything. If you come around here, as you can see, this is a long vehicle. So this is 5.3 meters long. And as you can see, this is a huge car. This is a 7-seater. So here the interior, the front seat, as you can see, this car has a huge screen. Actually, it's divided in 3 sections. This is 1.4 meter long. So you have the instrument cluster here, so it shows the speed, your gear position, your driving mode, and you have a lot of other information there. You can see here, like navigation on the middle section here. You have your battery percentage and the range, temperature, and everything. And then we come back to the middle side. This is where actually your control, central control screen here. So from here you control everything: AC, vehicle, radio, music. So if you go here, for example, to vehicle, this is really good. Actually, it comes with you can change to the English language, because actually this will be exported to start to export this outside of China by the end of this year. So they already made the English version for the software. So really quick here, as you can see here, this is apps, look in the door and everything. We have here the charging, if you want to put the minimum, maximum, the charging for your battery. Right now, as you can see, not charging, and it's the 19%, the range is 130 kilometers left. Here you have lightning. So, you control basically everything from here. This is your driving mode. So you have eco, comfort, performance, which is sport, and outing, which is, off-roading, snow, and individual. And this is your regen. You can adjust that. So basically you can control everything from here, and you have some physical buttons here, which is not physical buttons, but they like shortcuts, so you don't have to go through the screen. This is for AC mainly. So as you can see here, and you have the hazard light. And then we go to the third section, which is particularly for the passenger side. Remember, this is a 7-seater, so this car doesn't have any screen in the back. What we have here is a very, generous size glove box. What we have here also is a wireless charger. This is a 50-watt wireless charger. We have cup holders here for coffee, and we have some storage here as well. So this is the front of the car. I will take you on a tour to the back side. So here, as you can see, at the second row here in the middle, we have 2 seats. So this is the most comfortable, actually, section of this car. Not in the front, but it's everything. The comfort is all here in the mid, the mid section of the car. As you can see here, the seats are like space here is huge. What we have here, we have a lot of controls here, as you can see here for the seat. You have, you can recline your seat. You have the lumbar, adjustment, and also you have your, leg support that you can put out. So, and also you can control this seat, the front seat. You have access to buttons here. So if you want to put it, to the front side to, give you more leg room here. But yeah, here what we have is a small control unit here. Nothing fancy like big screens or everything, but this is actually it's very minimal here. So you have access to, you can control the roof cover here. and then you have access also to temperature. Also here you have these tables, very, very strong. If you have some work or to do with your laptop, you can put it here. Go into the third row. Actually, it's not the most, it doesn't have a bigger space as the mid section here, but I think you still can fit 2 adults very comfortably in the back of this car. Right, in terms of cargo space, as you can see, as I said, this is a 7-seater, but you still have enough space. Have around 430 liters space with the third row up. But if you fold down the third row, the cargo capacity on this car will become around 2,600 liters. This car also has some storage cargo space in the front, since this is an electric car. So there's nothing in the front, except from cooling. Not huge space, but something decent. Around 40 liters of cargo capacity here. You can put a lot of stuff here. And that's about it about storage. Right, so driving around, at slow speeds here downtown, the car feels really, really comfortable. Basically, this is what it was meant for. Not as driver, obviously, but even as a driver, driving this car feels really comfortable. So you're sitting in a high position, and the suspension on this car is doing a really good job on, absorbing the imperfection on the road. So you just feel that the car is floating. Currently, I'm in comfort mode, so that's the most comfortable, mode for the suspension. Throttle response on comfort mode, it's more more sensitive than if you go for eco mode. Yeah, and the car inside, like right now, it's very quiet. We're driving at low speed, so around 40 kilometers per hour. So the speed, the noise is, the cabin is really quiet. We'll test it later when we go on the highway and see how quiet it is once you drive around 100 or 120 kilometers per hour. In terms of power, the car doesn't feel underpowered, even though the car weighs 2.6 tons. But the electric motors from both the front and rear, they provide enough torque and power to accelerate like really smoothly, and you don't feel like the car is lacking power at all. It just has the right amount. That's why actually they could achieve the variant that has an engine plus the electric motor has even more power, up to 600 something. But because this one has only actually has less horsepower and less torque, the torque on this variant it's around 620 newton meters, but it could achieve the same numbers in terms of 0 to 100 acceleration. So right now we're heading to a charging station. So the battery is down actually to 18% of state of charge, and we are going to start, before we're gonna do our test on the charging speed. I'm not expecting a lot of a fast charging speed on this car, and then we're gonna do the range test. I think this is more focused. I will tell you why this is not a family car, actually. Not only on this trim, okay? So on different trims, this car actually, you get the massage functions on the passenger side and in mid the row, but the driver actually doesn't get the massage function, because I think this is here in Asia is this kind of MPVs, luxury MPVs, are more used for business instead of used for for family you know, especially here in Asia. So businesses, transportation, rental, a lot of people are using these cars. This type of cars, not this particular car. So this is, you know, very interesting that they made this car without the massage function for the driver's seat. The suspension, I think, is really soft. It's really way softer than, you know, the other cars that I tested, like, you know, the BYDs, or, you know, not on this segment, obviously, like the Zeekr 001, which is a different type of car, but this is an MPV, and this is meant for comfort. But as you can see, as I'm taking turns here, so you can see the downside of a soft suspension. This is, you know, actually, this is an air suspension, and the car has the ability to adjust, you know, the dampening and the dampening of the suspension as you drive along. So it will, you know, monitor the road and adjust the damping speed accordingly. Right, so I'm about to start charging. As you can see, the car, the state is at 17, now it's 18%. We have 106 kilometers of range. See how fast are we charging now? Just to keep in mind that this is not, doesn't take, it's not as fast as the other, you know, cars. The maximum charging speed on this vehicle is around 120 kilowatts. That's the fastest you can go. So we can see here on the screen it's charging. Right, so let's try to translate this. Charging, I think, yeah, it's 81 kilowatt. So it's charging at 82. I think it's ramping up. So this car can go up to 120. It's not the fast charging car. And the battery size, the battery, you know, size on this car is 108 kilowatt hour pack. So, all right, I will let it charge. It's still charging, 39%. I think the problem is not with the car itself, but with the charger, because let me show you something. So 39%. This is the voltage and the current that it's currently using. So, and this is the maximum actually this station can run on. So 250 amps. It's running almost at 250 amps. A little bit lower on the voltage, but that's fine. So I think the problem is not with the car itself, but this charger itself, it's not providing enough juice for the battery to charge faster. 160 kilometers from here. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you here, as you can see here on my phone. So so we'll take the first road, and yeah, it's saying 2 hours of time. So probably I will charge to 50% and then go there and see, and then, you know, get to my destination, meet a friend, and then come back. So just so I can see how much 50% can drive me, and then from there we can conclude, you know, the range of this car. Right, so the battery is charged to 52% by the time I stopped. Right here you see our trip is okay, so it reset itself, so everything went to 0. So this one is since charged, so this will stay this way until we, you know, hit the charger next time. Otherwise it will not reset itself. Right, so let's start our range test. Right, so to show you, so basically I'm running the AC on 22 degrees at, you know, auto, so automatic, so it will adjust, you know, the fan speed. For the driving mode, I selected Eco. As you can see here, Eco. Regen is at its lowest, the minimum. so it's not using regen much. Basically that's it. So I will leave it this way. So the AC obviously is gonna run. It's hot here, as you can see. The temperatures here, even at night, it's around 29-30 degrees Celsius. All right, let's get started. Covered around 60, as you can see, 61.7 kilometers since departure. Time is 48 minutes, and the current consumption is 20.3. So it's going up and down between 19 to 20, depends on the. So right now I'm driving at the speed limit. So sometimes it's 100, sometimes 110, 20. Sometimes it goes down to 80, but mostly I was driving at 100 speed limit. Okay, so a few things that I noticed about the car, after driving it for some times now on the highway. The level of wind noise it's quite significant, but it's expected because of the size of the car, because the car is, it's an MPV, so it's huge. It's creating a lot of drag. So that will create a lot of wind noise. The cabin is not as quiet as as I was expecting, from this type of cars. But suspension, it's very comfortable. The ride is really smooth, like you're floating. Not good at taking like small corners, like tight corners, but. Driving on the straight line like this on a highway, pretty smooth, really good. Just the noise level, I'm not sure if you can hear it from the micro right now, from the camera, but there's some kind of wind noise as well as the tire noise. The tire noise is from the road. The type of the road itself is creating some kind of noise. But these tires as well, they are not the quietest, and the cabin doesn't feel like as quiet as it should be for this type of car. Alright guys, so we just passed the 100 kilometers mark. Actually it's 103 kilometers mark, and we still have around 60, I would say 60, 70 kilometers to go. The battery is down to 30%, and let me show you that in a minute. Just turn the camera so you can see. So here is the battery level, and efficiency 21. I was driving mostly above 100 kilometers, so that's why the efficiency went up, so the consumption went up. But so far the car is driving well, and yeah, it's very comfortable to drive this car. Even as a driver, I know this car was not meant for for drivers, but even though as a driver, you feel like really comfortable sitting, because you sit in a higher position, so you don't feel like really tired, and your back is straight up. It feels really, especially that the suspension helps a lot with with absorbing all the bumps and the imperfection. But so far, on the highway, mostly it's flat, so you don't have a lot of bumps. But yeah, you just feel like it's floating. In terms of range, actually, this is not the most efficient variant. There is another variant that exists. It's a PHEV. So basically, it has a battery with a with a capacity of running 400 kilometers CLTC cycle, but it has also a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, but that is not connected to the drivetrain, so it's just acting as the charger to provide power to the battery. And that model can, the numbers from the manufacturer is it can go up to 1,200 kilometers CLTC cycle. So that one is the, in terms of range, that one would be better, but that thing still runs on gasoline, so it's not pure electric. So you can charge the battery and then fill up the tank, so you can drive for, let's say, I don't know, maybe 800 to 900 kilometers. So the claim is 1,200 kilometers, but if that's on CLTC. Have about 14-15 kilometers to go to my destination. Battery level is down to, as you can see, 21%, and the power consumption here is about 20.5 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, so which translate to 205 watts per kilometer. I've been driving for 1 hour and 49 minutes. The distance covered is 153 kilometers. So let's see how much battery left once I get to my destination. Alright, just made it to my destination. Battery level back to 18%, where we started before charging. The distance I covered today was 165.8 kilometers, and this is the average consumption, which is 20.1. So we're talking about 200 watts per kilometer. So basically we add, actually when we start charging it was around 17-18, so we add 37.5 kilowatts, and so 37.5 kilowatts, and we use that capacity of power to run 165 kilometers. That will give us a pretty good idea on how much this car is using. Just keep in mind, this is like, this is a heavy car, 2.6 tons, and the weather was good, so the conditions was good. And what I will do is I will charge again, and I will do the same, do the same thing, go back to my location and see if there will be any difference. So just to make it fair, for the test, sometimes one way will have maybe more, up hills and down hills. So just to make it fair, so I will do the same. I will cover the same distance using the same way. So, and I will charge. It doesn't really matter. So as long as we know exactly how much we're using. All right, I need to find a place to charge the battery, and I will have to go back home. And once I get back home, I'll show you the final result. Right, so I just want to confirm the charging speed of this car. So I bought it here. As you can see right now, it's charging at 11 kilowatt. Because I brought the car because yesterday I was not charging fast, so I had to bring it here. What we have here is a supercharger with 360 kilowatt. So the maximum claimed number from the manufacturer is 120, but as you can see right now it's reaching 111, 112, which is fine. So basically, before I share with you the final numbers in terms of range and efficiency, I would like to share also some of the work that the company that provide me with this car to do the test. It's only fair to show their work. Actually, they're doing really something interesting. I will show you what exactly they're doing. Like I said, let me show you what exactly they're doing. So basically this car is the same as the one we're testing right now, but have a look at this. Instead of 7 seaters, this is only 2 seaters. And as you can see, this is modified from bottom to top. And check this out. So these seats are ventilated, heated, and have all the massage functions. Not only this one, but let me show you other things. As you can see here, all these Mercedes, look how many they have here. So basically the company name is called Elvis, so that's their brand, and what they do is actually they purchase these Mercedes-Benz vans directly from the factory, and they modify them to 7 seaters. Have a look at this. Beautiful job. So this is their main work. So this guy lent us the car, to do a test on it. So I just wanna show you guys what they're doing. And if you're interested on any of these, comment or go to the website. I will leave our website on the video description, and can get in touch with us. All right, let's go back to our video. One more thing we need to do is to test the acceleration from 0 to 100. The claim number from the manufacturer is 5.9 seconds. So let's test that.
Kilometers.
Right, so the acceleration 0 to 100 wasn't as fast as the claim from the manufacturer, but it's fine. It's not far away. So 6.28. That's what we have got just now. And the claim, the number from the manufacturer was 5.9, but 6.2 is still fast for such a big car. And the power, this is not. It doesn't have that much of power. Like it's only 400, so 320 kilowatt in terms of horsepower and 600 newton meters of torque. This is 2.6 ton car, so still that number is. It's still a good number. It's not that bad. And in terms of now, we come back to the the range test that we did yesterday. So basically, on the way back, the numbers were almost the same. So the efficiency stayed around 200 watts per kilometer, and based on that, all the numbers, the range of this car on a highway, it's about 470 to 475 kilometers. And if we take the CLTC number from the manufacturer, which is 650 kilometers, so the real world range is around 73% of the CLTC, which is very acceptable. Other things, that the car has really good driving position, and it's very comfortable for long distances. The charging is needs to be improved. I had some issues on the way back finding a charger. The battery on this car is running on 400 volts, so you have to find really a charger with a lot of amps, in order to get your maximum charging capacity. So I think that's something they need to improve on this platform. But remember, this is they have different variants with hybrid, so the range is way higher than whatever this one can achieve. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We have a lot of videos coming up, and we will be reviewing, testing a lot of new cars, EVs in particular. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, give us some support. It was a long night yesterday just doing that drive, so I would appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button and the like button, and I will see you in the next one.